Welcome to Jackson County High School football. Tonight the Blue Devils are at home. They're entertaining Smith County High School, and it's time for the opening kickoff. Jackson County and Smith County's captains met earlier. Smith County won the toss, elected to defer, and so Smith County kicks to Jackson County. It hits at the 10, bounces toward the goal line, and doesn't go in, so it has to be picked up. And Jackson County picked it up. The momentum of the returner carried him into the end zone, and that then is ruled a touchback, and it comes back to the 20. So Jackson County early on catch the first break of the game, because had he stopped and picked that up, he'd had to return it from that point. And like it was, Jackson County gets it at the 20 rather than inside their 5, because they had the receiving team of Jackson County let that kick bound, thinking it was going in the end zone. It died on about the half-yard line. So Jackson County scrimmages 1st and 10 from their 20. Waylon Kennedy at quarterback. Jonah Gentry is his running back, stacked beside him from the shotgun. Jackson County's got 3 wideouts near side. They've got Collier, and Smith on this side. Tight end for a change on the other side. Backside, flanker screen, and hit for a loss and driven backward is Skylar Stacy. I said Collier, it was Stacy, number 7 rather than number 2. Skylar Stacy as opposed to C.J. Collier. But
second down and 11.
Second down and 11, loss of 1 on the play. Jackson County in blue uniforms tonight with white numerals and white helmets. Smith County white jerseys, black numerals, black pants, black helmets. Little gold trim around the black, as black and gold are the Smith County colors. Late substitute by Smith County. And now the referee winds the clock. We're ready for the play. Here's the snap. Kennedy looking, wants to throw in the slot, and overthrew his intended receiver. Was going to go back to either Collier or Skylar Stafford. I think maybe Stafford was the intended receiver. Collier was deep. Stafford was in the intermediate zone, and looked like it was intended in that intermediate zone, but the pass goes out of bounds. So it's 3rd down and about 12 for the Blue Devils. Jackson County's Kennedy calls for the football. Low snap. He feels it, gets pressure immediately, and down he goes. Waylon Kennedy, when he bent over to retrieve that low snap, looked up, and there was a defender all over him. He had no chance. 4th down, Jackson County. 4th and about 20. Jackson County will be punting from about their own 10-yard line.
And number 7, Colin Johnson, set to kick for the Blue Devils. Number 9, Jonah Gentry.
Kaysen and Johnson back deep for Smith County as Jonah Gentry stands at his goal line, or maybe just inside the goal line, for the anticipated punt. Now whistle sounds on the field. Not sure what Jackson County player Brady Smith comes out, and going in Brady's place will be Gavin Clenard. And equipment malfunction. Good snap. Gentry will hit it. Low floating kick will hit it about the 30, across the 35, and Jackson County will cover it at that point. 25-yard punt from Gentry. No return by Smith County, and the first offensive series by Smith County will begin. Clock on the field says 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score in the contest. Stack their backs in the backfield. Handoff right up the middle. Hit, breaks 1 tackle, breaks a 2nd tackle, and kind of weaves his way forward for a gain of about 7.
Tripped up by Stacy.
Skylar Stacy on the stop. Gain of 7 on the play. from the pistol formation, or now he drops back into the shotgun. Quarterback for Smith County will take the snap, throw out in the flat, gets a block on the corner. Holding penalty is going to be called. Tackle made by
15, Wyatt Claywell.
Jackson County's Gavin Clenard inside the 5, but that was going to come back with a hold. Hold took place at about the flag's at about the 23, so we'll assume that's pretty close to the point that the holding took place. It'll be 10 yards from the point of the foul or from the original line of scrimmage. We'll see what the referees do. Going to start inside the 30, mark 10 yards off. That'll bring up second down and about 12 for Smith County.
At 12, Smith County at the Jackson County.
So a big break there for the Blue Devils. They were looking at first and goal to go. Smith County was inside the 5, and now it's second down and 12, back out near the 40. Jet sweep coming near side. Got a good seam on the corner, breaks a tackle, headed toward the end zone. The 5, and going to be stepped out and run out of bounds at about that point.
Kaysen on the carry.
Kaysen was the ball carrier for Smith County, but he gets all the way down to about the 4-yard line. First and goal to go, Smith County. Quarterback for Smith County is Riley Martin. Martin from the shotgun will take the snap, handoff right up the middle, cuts it back to the left, and no backside contained, walks in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls, and the Owls lead it 6-0, about 8:56 still to play first quarter. 6-0 Smith County. Try for point will be coming up. Smith County's 350-pound kicker, nose guard tackle will try the extra point. Hits it, drives it toward the uprights, and it is good. Smith County leads it by the score 7-0. We'll be back with the kickoff after a break. Smith County kickoff as Javier Gasper, the kicker, we were commenting earlier, nose offensive tackle, nose tackle, and kicker, 350 pounds worth, will take a couple of steps, drive the ball in through the hands of the receiver, picked up at the goal line by Jackson County. They get up close to, still on their feet. That's Carter Collier going to get up near the 20-yard line. Collier was initially hit at about the 10, looked like he was going to be trapped deep, but Carter able to advance the ball forward nearly to the 20, so a good return. First and 10 Jackson County. We'll call it the 20. Waylon Kennedy at quarterback. Jonah Gentry is your sole running back. Jackson County sends out wideouts to the near side, one to the far side, got a tight end in the game. Kennedy takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Gentry hit at the line of scrimmage, and Jonah goes down, might have gotten a yard.
Jonah Gentry on the carry.
Wait for him to set the ball down. Going to give him a good solid yard on the play. Second down and 9.
Second down and 9.
Kennedy from the shotgun. Rolls near side, throws, and incomplete. Underthrew his intended receiver, Skylar Stacy. And it dropped incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for Jackson County. Blue Devils signal their plays in. We've noted that just about every game all year, probably every game, but they run no huddle offense exclusively. This time they go 2 wideouts flanked either side, no tight end. Wingback comes in motion, crosses the formation. That puts 3 wideouts this side. Kennedy looks the other way, pass just a little too tall off the fingertips. Wouldn't have been a first down anyway. Brady Smith, had he caught it, he was well covered, and that brings up 4th down Jackson County. 8:02 to go in the first quarter. Jackson County will be punting it away. Casey and Johnson back deep for Smith County. They're standing at midfield. Jonah will strike the ball somewhere around the 15. High punt, spiraling. He's going to hit and then bounce backward, and Jackson County bounce past the punt coverage team and roll back inside Jackson County territory. Blue Devils give up about 4 or 5 extra yards on a bad bounce, and Jackson County returns the football to Smith County on the plus side of the field at the 48-yard line of Jackson County. The Owls again come straight to the line of scrimmage from the sideline. They huddle on the side, call the play, come to the line up, quarterback in a pistol formation. Running back stacked behind him. Give right up the middle to the running back. He's hit, bounces to the outside, and will stay on his feet. Thought he was going to be downed after about a 2 or 3 yard gain, but able to put a hand down, regain his feet, and pick up 7. Allen on the stop for Jackson County. Jacob with a stop there. Jonah Gentry checks back in for Jackson County. Asher Morris goes to the sidelines. From the shotgun, running to his right, turns the corner, cuts back to the inside, back to the outside. Foot race on, 10-5, corner of the end zone, touchdown, Smith County. The Owls on the Hicks run.
Smith County.
Takes it about 37 yards into the end zone, and Smith County now leads 13-0 over Jackson County. Clock's at 7:04 still in the first quarter. Try for point will be upcoming. Gaspar will kick. Javier Gaspar from the 10-yard line. Right-footed soccer-style kicker hits this one, and it is up and good. Smith County 14, Blue Devils 0. Will be another kickoff as Smith County with a new kicker in the game. Number 6 for Smith County, possibly, as the kick is number 4 for Smith County, fielded by Jackson County. Got to the 25 and then driven backward. Collier on the return. Number 4 for Smith County on that kick was Gibbs.
On the return, Blue Devils
number 34 instead of number 4.
Okay, I'm sorry, 34. So that was Pickett.
At their own 25
kicked
yard
off. Jackson County will scrimmage 1st and 10 from about the 24-25 yard line. Stacy and Collier flanked wide to the near side. Waylon Kennedy out of the shotgun will take the snap, hand off up the middle. Jonah Gentry. Jonah puts his head down and going to pick up a short yard. Bring up 2nd down, and I'm going to give him 2 yards on that. We call it 2nd and 8.
Stop by number 50, Ty Martin. 2nd down and 8.
Same formation for the Blue Devils. tight end on the far side of the formation. Even got an H-back in the backfield now. Throw it to him. That's Xavier Mitchell. Mitchell makes one man miss. Still on his feet across the 40 and down as he dropped the ball when he was hit at the 35. Mitchell had the ball stripped from his hands, and Smith County recovers. They have it at the Jackson County 35.
First down and 10 for the Owls.
Good play. Xavier Mitchell was making a good play. Just got hit right on the football, and when that happens, it comes out occasionally. It even does in the NFL. I mean, it's not something from waving the ball around or carrying it in one hand or whatever. It's just sometimes when you take a hit on the ball, it pops out, and that time it did cost Jackson County a turnover. So Smith County from the shotgun formation. Wingback goes in motion, give it to him on jet sweep running right. Turns the corner, going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards on the jet sweep. Kaysen was the ball carrier.
Number 2, C.J. Collier.
See where they spot it down. I'm going to give him 5.
Smith County.
Second down and 5 for the Owls. From the shotgun again. 2 wideouts near side. Handoff to the left. Makes one man miss. Second man makes the hit. I think it was Allen that made the hit, but not until Smith County picks up first down. First and 10, Smith County, as they once again move the chains. Ball's inside the Jackson County 30 at about the 29-yard line, first and 10 Owls. Out of the gun. Give a fake handoff. They throw it out in the flat. It's going to be hit and dropped. Good defensive coverage that time. Stacy. No, that was C.J. Collier finished things off, but Brady Smith and Jonah Gentry, I believe, were the first 2 players to initially get back and create the disruption, and that resulted in a loss. First negative play as far as a offensive play that Smith County's run. They've had negative yards off of a penalty, but that good defensive play there by Jackson County. Smith County from the gun. Quarterback read option, takes it up the middle. He's going to be hit, stays on his feet, going to get inside the 20 down near the 15. That'll be a gain of about 10. That'll bring up a third down and short for Smith County, depending again on where they put the ball down. Call it third down. That's pretty close to 2. We'll call it long 1, short 2. Smith County again from the shotgun formation. Tight end near side, 2 wideouts up top. Run the ball to the right, cuts back. Still on his feet, inside the 5. Touchdown, Smith County again. They're just 1, 2, 3, 4 Jackson County players on the ground, and the Smith County ball carrier was able to run through arm tackles of all of them and get into the end zone. Smith County now leads Jackson County by 20 at 20-0. And that's one of the things I've noticed about this Jackson County team this year is they do a lot of arm tackling. They you know, they're just not putting the shoulder and wrapping up into the ball carriers. They reach out there and they'll hit them. They hit them with an arm. And these big ball carriers from schools like Smith County and Westmoreland and you know, even Trousdale County, they're going to run through an arm tackle. Try for point was good, and it's now 21-0. Smith County over Jackson County. We'll take a break. Be right back with a kickoff. And inside the 10, that's Carter and CJ. Picked up at about the 15 by Collier. Cuts to the middle of the field. Had a little bit of a seam there momentarily. Got up about the 27-yard line where a whole host of Owls converged on Carter Collier. and drove him backward. So 1st and 10 Jackson County from their own 27, 28 yard line, depending on where they put it down. Call it the 28. Give Carter good forward progress on that call. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Waylon Kennedy from the gun. Since Gentry in motion, throws it out there. It's complete. That's Smith on the catch, but he's going to lose a yard. I thought for a minute he was throwing it to Gentry, threw it over Jonah's head, and Brady Smith came back to catch it, but lost about half a yard on the reception. New wrinkle on that wide receiver screen. Tried to get an extra blocker out there in the form of Jonah Gentry, but Smith County reacted extremely well. From the shotgun, 2 wideouts to either side. Wingback comes in motion. Quarterback rolls, throws, complete, hit, driven backward. That's Collier. Carter, I believe, was the
complete to number 4, Carter Collier.
Carter a little slow getting up as he was driven hard to the ground. Going to call timeout, and Carter Collier will come to the sideline to get some attention. Holding his face and head, hopefully not a head injury, that it would be something more like a finger in the eye, or maybe got his nose mashed a little bit and requires some attention. But if they suspect concussion, then Carter Collier would be done for the night. You know, there's some of these old folks like me remember back when they play, they'd wave an ammonia capsule under your nose and say, "Am I holding up fingers?" And if you said yes, they'd say, "Get back in there." Fortunately for the safety of the players, that don't happen. Pass is incomplete. Almost a comeback reception that time by Jackson County's Skylar Stacy, able to come back and nearly catch the ball. Still wouldn't have been a first down, but would have been a great play by Stacy. The pass popped up in the air. Thought for a moment it was going to be picked off. And then Skylar Stacy able to come back and just almost pull that one in. Good effort by Stacy as Gentry will once again kick for the Blue Devils. Jonah standing at his 15-yard line. Good snap. Hits it. High kick. A little short. Now gets a good bounce for Jackson County, but bounces out of bounds up near midfield at about the 47, 48-yard line. Smith County will take over 1st and 10 at that point. We've got minute 41 to go, and I don't think Smith County started to drive in Smith County territory. They lead 21-0. So the Blue Devil defense once again put in a precarious position as Smith County starts on the plus side of the field at the 48. From the shotgun, Smith County will take the snap, fake the handoff, pressure comes, throws deep, got a man wide open, caught at the 15, dragged down inside the 5, and it will be first down, goal to go. That's Smith on the stop for Jackson County. Brady Smith saved a touchdown, but big play by Smith County as they're threatening once again. Up in the game, 21-0 on Jackson County. Still got just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. The Owls break the huddle. Line up in the shotgun formation with an H-back or fullback offset from the quarterback. He's going to keep it, take it up the middle, into the end zone. I think, yes, touchdown. Little delayed reaction on the part of the goal line official, but touchdown Smith County. They now lead 27-0 with the try for point coming up. Gaspar will kick the extra point. With a big lead, they've been letting Pickett kick off, but Gaspar still handling the place kicking duties. Here's the snap, sets down, kick is up, and it is no good.
Kick is no good.
So Jackson County
Let's
prevents the conversion, so it's now Smith County 27, Jackson County 0. Yep. Waiting for the kickoff. That's Pickett will kick off for Smith County. There's the ready for play. Hits it. High spinning kick. Going to be fielded by one of the up men for Jackson County. It's across the 30, up across the 33, 34 yard line, up near the 35. Again, he was driven out of bounds far side of the field, so we'll have to see where he went out of bounds, but good return for Jackson County. Xavier Mitchell was the returner.
First down and 10, Jackson County.
First and 10 Blue Devils from about the 34 yard line. 33, I think, would be maybe more accurate. Waylon Kennedy drops back in the shotgun. Gentry moves over to his left hip. Smith County shows blitz off the edge. They run away from it. And Waylon Kennedy pulled it, ran right back behind the blitzer, and able to pick up a yard or so. But good job by Kennedy to recognize that blitz was coming, pulled it away from his ball carrier, and was able to pick up at least a positive yard as opposed to a 3 or 4 yard loss. But good visual recognition by Kennedy. I don't think that was a designed read option. I think that was just a case of the quarter coming to an end at the end of one. Smith County 27, Jackson County nothing. As second quarter gets underway here at Jackson County High School's Mac Draper Stadium, Kyle Cisco Memorial Field, on the banks of the Cumberland River. What else can we say about it? Jackson County trails Smith County as the second quarter begins by the score of 27-0. Blue Devils with the football. Second down and 9. Waylon Kennedy out of the shotgun. Will take the snap. Straight drop back. Screen pass to Mitchell. Xavier down the sideline to 40. Cuts back 45-50. Stale on his feet as he gets into Smith County territory inside the 40 at the 38. Xavier Mitchell with a nice run.
John Custard. Jackson
First down, Jackson County. First down of the night, I think, for the Blue Devils. And there's a flag on the field at the Jackson County 41. See who their Blue Devils are walking back. You expect that to be a holding penalty or block in the back where that flag fell.
Something positive if we get this call. Holding Jackson County.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Blue Devils, so negate that first down. They didn't have that. That play didn't happen. It was still fun to watch as Xavier Mitchell made an excellent run. Like to see him tuck the ball a little closer. But that'll bring up second down and 12, so the net result is about a 2-yard loss. So the Blue Devils will scrimmage second down and 10. Mitchell moves over to the H-back spot. Jonah Gentry moves directly behind him. Kennedy in the gun, takes the snap. Handoff on a counter play to Gentry. Gentry will make nothing. Might have got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Stop baby number 0, Jay Phillips.
Third down and 11. Long 11. Jackson County signals the play and the formation in from the sideline. Waylon Kennedy drops back into the shotgun. Mitchell's are with Gentry stacked beside him. Now he moves over to his right hip. Back to Jonah Gentry. Gentry hit from behind. Looked like for a moment they had a little screen pass set up there with something going, but backside pressure catches up to the play, and the ball is knocked or placed down at the 31-yard line.
Number 74,
That'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Blue Devils. Jonah Gentry to punt once again for Jackson County. Good snap. Gentry hits a high spiraling kick, fielded at the 38, across the 40, takes it to the far side of the field, steps out of one tackle, and then a host of Blue Devils beat him at the 47-yard line. And so Smith County, for the first time tonight, will start a drive in Smith County territory. It's their own 47, but still a positive play for Jackson County. Good punt that time by Jonah Gentry. High punt, a lot of hang time. The coverage team got down well, and there's our flag out there as they bring it back to the point of the reception, and that is indeed blocking the back, Smith County. That was over, I didn't see the flag. Must have been over on the far side, but they go back to the point that the kick was fielded, mark off the 10 yards, and Smith County gets it inside their 30.
First down and 10, Smith County at their own 28-yard line.
Good time for the Blue Devil defense to create a turnover here. Pick 6 would be nice. Scoop and score. Smith County from the shotgun. Handoff, reverse. They handed off, countered back the other way. He's got the 40. One man to beat. Steps out of the tackle there, down the sideline, and hit. Touchdown saving tackle, Jackson County. That's C.J. Collier. It's going to be a holding penalty. That's kind of a neat little play. They ran a little handoff to the halfback, who then handed it back to the wingback on a counter play. And good run following that second handoff and the counter, but what set it up was a hold. Something about grabbing somebody and taking them to ground will generally make a hole, and that's what happened. Smith County was caught on it, so they'll back up again. That'll bring up essentially 1st and 10. Smith County sets up pistol formation with 2 wideouts, an H-back and a tailback. Give up the middle of the tailback. Big hole is going to be hit, and Skylar Stacy making the stop, but not till Smith County gets to the 40-yard line, gain of 11.
First down, Smith County.
11-yard gain, Smith County 1st and 10. 8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining first half of tonight's ball game. Smith County on top 27-0 over the Blue Devils. From the shotgun, Jackson County shows blitz off the edge. Smith County runs away from that. Quarterback still on his feet, going to pick up 10 yards on a spinning run out to midfield. First and 10, Smith County. Ball sitting right on midfield. From the gun. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff up the middle, looking down the middle of the field. Got a man off his fingertips.
Pass incomplete to Kaysen.
Went play faking deep, and it was there, just a little bit overthrown. as Bob Euchre would say, just a little outside. 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ball sitting right on the 50. Smith County sends their wideouts to the far side of the field. The H-back or tight end near side. Going to run that counter play the other way. Cuts across the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Smith County. Exactly the same play they had the holding call on. It worked the first time. Why not run it again? And that's what they did. They started a little handoff one way, counter back to this time it was the tight end. And he just went right down the middle of the field. Nobody put a hand on him, and Smith County now leads it by the score of 33-0 with a try for point coming up, assuming they're going to kick it rather than this time they send Pickett in to try the extra point. Pickett lines up for the extra point. Here's the snap. Good snap. Kick is on the way, and that one is good. So Smith County 34, Jackson County nothing. We'll be waiting the Smith County kickoff. Pickett will tee it up. Sits it on the 40 on the hash mark on the far side of the field. Well, you'd anticipate the kickoff going down that far side, which would limit coverage. He hits it. Fielded by one of the up men. Across the 30, across the 35, and it will be upended at that point. Jackson County scrimmages 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Blue Devils trail the Owls by 34. Still got almost 7 minutes to go, 6:40 something here in the first half. Brady Smith and Carter Collier flanked wide to the near side. Xavier Mitchell is your tight end or H-back. And then Waylon Kennedy, Jonah Gentry, the 2 backs in the backfield. Maybe Skylar Stacy or C.J. Collier over on the far side. Give to Gentry right up the middle. Jonah puts his head down. He's going to power forward for a yard or so, but
Gentry on the carry.
It's going to be running right up the middle. You're running right at Smith County's Xavier Gasper. He weighs 345 pounds, and he holds the middle down pretty well. Of course, he's flanked by 280 and 265. Fake the handoff up the middle. Kennedy flush to his left, fires downfield, and overthrows his intended receiver. Threw it out of bounds. Really nothing there as Jackson County will bring C.J. Collier in the game. I think Carter Collier came out. Jackson County waiting to play from the sideline. It's being signaled in. Jackson County taking a lot of time. This may very well be where a timeout is forced. Jackson County has to hurry, get this one off. Give up the middle on a draw play, hit in the backfield, just it's like handing the ball, we'll hit it. Gentry with no chance whatsoever. The middle of the Smith County line just collapsed on the ball carry. He lost a yard or two. And Jackson County once again will be forced to punt. Gentry in punt formation. Will be standing. He'll line up just inside his own 20. Moves forward to the 20. Low snap. He feels it. Hits it. A short kick. Angling near sideline. Gets a good bounce for Jackson County. Rolls down inside the 40 to the 39, where it'll be downed at that point by Jackson County's C.J. Collier.
Smith County will take over first down and 10 at their own
1st
39
and 10 Owls at their own 39-yard line.
Concession stands open on the home side. Hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos, and ice cold.
Got 5:08 to go first half. Smith County with the ball and the lead, 34-0. The only blotch is a missed extra point. Smith County gathered around the coaches on the far side. They come from the sideline straight to the line of scrimmage, line up and run the play. Smith County from the shotgun. Snap, give, ball's on the ground and covered up Smith County.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Owls.
Smith County with Max Long in at quarterback. He's replacing Riley Martin. Smith County up 33, already beginning to get some of their second line players in there. Of course, I know some of those boys on the sideline are as big as their starters. You know, you take out a guy that weighs 345 and put in a kid who weighs 360, just 2 years younger, so you can't tell. Wing back in motion, hand it to him, jet sweep, running far side. Turns the corner. He's got back to the original line of scrimmage, picks up 5, 6, 7 yards in addition to that. So, ball carrier that time was Jermaine Cason for Smith County, and see if they marked him out of bounds or what. Looks like there may have been a penalty flag over there on the play. I'm not sure what the discussion is.
For the middle school football team, please go to the end zone on the field house side.
Evidently no call, but
please go to the end zone on the field house
referee
side
on the far side judge was talking with one of the Smith County players, conferring about something, but now they do mark penalty off on Smith County. As you negate the gain, they're going to take it all the way back to the 25. He's still walking backward. That was big one. That had to be a personal foul, be 15 yards, as it's now second down and about 15. 17 the scoreboard says, could be. And now play stopped. Not sure, again, have to wait and see what the officials. Sideline warning, that is in false start, offsides on Jackson County, so we're going to give them 5 of it back.
Offsides, Jackson County.
Lined up in the neutral zone. Five-yard mark off makes it third down and 11. So that would be third down or second down. It says third. Counter play comes the other way. Jackson County ball loose, picked up by the Blue Devils.
Fumble on the play, recovered by number 75, Joe Rowland.
Joe Rowland, Johnny on the spot, picked it up and rumbled toward the Smith County goal line. Didn't get far, but Joe with a good play to recognize that that was a fumble. Big hit over there. May have been Franklin may have been the one that put the hit on and knocked it loose, but either way, Jackson County with the ball, 1st and 10 inside the Smith County 30. Let's see if the offense can generate something positive here. 2 tight ends this time for Jackson County as they send wide out to either side. Kennedy moves up under center, now backs back into the shotgun. Kennedy, straight drop back, slant pass caught by Brady Smith. They're going to give him about the 26-yard line, 25. A quick look in. Jackson County picks up positive yards on first down.
Second down and 5, Blue Devils.
It's one of those plays you run that a couple of times, and if you have success, then you pump it and try to take it deep. We'll see what Jackson County comes up with. First thing you got to do is got to have the ball long enough to do that. You can't go 3 and out and then come back on a variation of a play like that. Need to put some first downs together. Jackson County from the shotgun. Kennedy takes a snap, counter play. Gentry looked like he had some room, but it was shut down in a hurry. Jonah gets maybe a yard or two.
Jonah Gentry on the carry. Stop baby number 0, Jay Phillips.
Bring up 3rd down and 5 or 4, call it 4. 3rd and 4 for Jackson County. So they move the down marker on the far side.
Middle school football players go to the end zone on the field house side immediately.
3rd and 4 Blue Devils as Jackson County certainly in 4-down territory. Kennedy takes a snap, straight drop back. Now he drifts off to the side, throws it intended for Jonah Gentry, and they're going to call intentional grounding on Waylon Kennedy. And really the closest player was one of his linemen. I think it was Roland. You might make an argument that Jonah Gentry was over there, but it was not obviously intended for him. He was throwing it right at the feet of Roland, and that will be a spot foul loss of down. So 4th down, Jackson County goes back to 10. Still with the ball inside the 35. You go for it probably.
It'll be 4th down and 12, Jackson County.
Say 4th and 12 as Brady Smith comes in for Jackson County. You know, you might, if you're Jackson County, try to kick them deep, pin them deep, but looks like they're going to line up in an offensive formation this time. Of course, you never know. Jonah Gentry is your punter, so they could still go with some sort of kick here, trick kick or whatever. Fake handoff. Kennedy will keep it. Ball comes loose, picked up by Smith County, but either way, it would have been Smith County ball, whether it was a fumble, recovery, and tackle, or called him down. It was going to be Smith County ball anyway. It was 4th down. Kennedy was going to be well short of the 1st down. They will spot the football at the 31 or 2 yard line of Smith County, where the Owls will take over at that point. Minute 43 left to go here in the first half. Smith County on top 34-0. Owls could try to add to the score, or they could come out and just run a dive play and take it to the half up 34 points. We'll see what the Smith County strategy is. From the shotgun. And false start Smith County. They've got Riley Martin back in at quarterback. He's the starter. So with Martin in the game, you would anticipate very probably they were going to throw it. That'll bring up 1st and 15 following that 5-yard motion penalty. But they'd had their backup quarterback in, and that was Max Long. Max had been in there a couple of series, so you get a little different cadence. Got the motion penalty, flanker screen is caught, cuts back against the grain, got the 40 and going to be hit down at the 40-yard line. Gentry and Stacy, I believe, combined on the stop for Jackson County. Jonah Gentry and Skylar Stacy. But Smith County gets it 1st and 10, almost, 2nd and 1. Thought they got far enough across the 40 for the 1st down, but Riley Martin rolls to his right, throws down on the sideline, and it's incomplete and out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd down and a yard to go, about half a yard really.
Pass intended for Hackett, incomplete.
Spot the ball this time just across the 40.
It'll be 3rd down and 1, Smith
3rd
County.
and 1, Smith County. 1:05 remaining first half. out of the shotgun. Martin will drop straight back. Fires incomplete, was behind his intended receiver. Claywell was the intended receiver. Skylar Stacy in coverage for Jackson County. The pass falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and a yard. Down marker says 3rd. I got 4 over here. Two incomplete passes and the completion. This got to be 4th down. Now they change it. From the gun, Martin will drop straight back, fires, complete. Breaks a tackle, and then will be spun down by Jackson County's Jonah Gentry. But not until 1st down Owls, and they get across the 50-yard line at the Jackson County 48. Clock under a minute. Blue Devils say pressure off this end. They come with it. He rolls away from that pressure, caught out in the flat, cuts back to the center of the field, and Jackson County covers him up at that point. Gain of about 7 or 8, which Hackett was the ball receiver, not the carrier. I won't say ball carrier, but he was the receiver. And we have timeout on the field. Smith County takes time. 30 seconds left to go. We'll be back after this timeout. Second down 3, 30 seconds left to go. Smith County trying to add to their lead. Quarterback Martin drops straight back, fires across the middle, short hop to his receiver, and the incomplete pass will stop the clock with 26 seconds to go here in the first half.
It'll be 3rd down and 4, Smith County.
3rd down, 4 yards to go for Smith County. Riley Martin at quarterback in the shotgun. They send 3 wideouts near side. See if they go out in the flat on the far side. That's the formation they've been going to. Nope. Air one down deep and just in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. As they went deep near side, Hackett again, the intended receiver, just could not pull that one in. That'll bring up 4th down Smith County with 21 ticks left on the clock. Balance the formation, 2 wideouts either side from the shotgun. Martin will drop straight back, fire out in the flat. It's caught, 1st down yardage, keep him in bounds. They do.
Pass complete to number 7, Johnson.
Johnson on the reception, move the chains, 1st and 10 Owls as they get down near the Jackson County 30 with 14 seconds left to go in the half. Martin with plenty of arm to reach the end zone, so Jackson County has to defend the whole 30 yards here. Martin will drop straight back. No pressure. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Smith County. Add 6 more on there, and Smith County, with 4 seconds to go in the half, extends their lead to 40 over Jackson County.
Touchdown, out.
He's looking in the backfield. This guy's running.
It's going to be Pickett will try the extra point. Bradley Pickett. Here's the snap, sets down, the kick is up, and that was going to be wide left.
Extra point, no good.
No good. Smith County leads it with 4 seconds to go. One more kickoff in the first half, 40-0 over the Blue Devils of Jackson County. And Jackson County will receive once again a Smith County kickoff to begin the second half. Smith County won the coin toss, elected to defer, so they will get the ball to start the second half as Pickett will tee it up on the hash mark on the far side of the field. Jackson County with Collier and Collier back deep. Carter and CJ picked up by Collier. There's the horn ending the first half. Collier brought down at the 28-yard line, and we've got one half completed. Smith County 40, Jackson County 0. Stay tuned. We've got one more half to come. To Jackson County High School as the Blue Devils and the Owls are getting ready to start the second half. Smith County won the initial coin toss, elected to defer, so Jackson County will be kicking off. So Smith County will receive the Jackson County kickoff. Smith County on top of Jackson County by the score of 40-0. Jonah Gentry handles all the kicking duties for Jackson County. Tees it up in the middle of the field on the 40-yard line. The Blue Devils are ready to begin the second half. Smith County with three deep receivers lined up along the 15-yard line. Gentry approaches the ball. Jonah will hit it. Short, spit end over end. Fair catch called for and made at the 30-yard line. Smith County will start at that point. Might call it the 31, depending on where they mark it down. It was on the far side of the field, so referee standing on the 30. We'll see where he sets the football down. Looks like just beyond the 30.
That's around the 31-yard line.
First and 10 Owls.
They got the subs in the game.
From the shotgun. See if Long's the quarterback. Give running to the left, hit, and down at the line of scrimmage. Yes, that's Max Long in at quarterback. So it looks like Smith County going to open up with their majority of their second unit players in there. Gain of 1. Second and 9.
Second down and 10.
You can tell the PA announcer came from Putnam County School System. Gained 1, started at 10, still got 10 to go. So 10 minus 1 is 9. I went to school in Jackson County. Drop back pass, complete out in the flat, and down he goes. Good hit out there, Brady Smith. Receiver goes down, picked up about 4 yards, make it second down and 5.
It'll be third down and 5, Smith County. According to Tom Brady.
Third and 4. Third and 4, actually. It's a little beyond halfway, but from the shotgun. Long takes a snap, drifts to his left, stops, throws, got a man back deep, and broken up. Good defensive play, Jackson County. Clenard back there on the stop. Good job getting in there and breaking that one up.
Number three, Kevin Clenard.
Clenard, that's Gavin Clenard. I would say Kevin. I knew that wasn't right. So Gavin Clenard on the breakup did a good job. That'll send the Owls into punt formation. Jackson County's Carter Collier drops back deep. Now they move into a short punt formation, and the punter drops back. Here's a snap. Almost blocked by Xavier Mitchell. One hop by Collier at the 30, and he'll be horse collared down at that point. I guess Bulldog would be a more appropriate description of the tackle, up around the shoulders, and pulled him down. First and 10, Jackson County from their own 30-yard line. First and 10, Jackson County from their 30. They trail by 40. First offensive possession of the second half for Jackson County. First time they've stopped Smith County on downs to force a punt. They did create a turnover in the first half. Waylon Kennedy from the shotgun will take the snap. Handoff, Gentry running to his left, hitting the backfield. Down he goes. Tackle that time.
On the carry, stop made by number 60, Eric Shaw.
Eric Shaw on the stop. Big defensive end and tackle. He is a large young man. Kennedy will drop back in the shotgun. Second down and 11. Here's a snap. Waylon straight drop. Throws down the middle. Got Brady Smith and broken up at the last minute. Smith was open. Pass hung just a little bit. And 88, that was Estes on the breakup for Smith County. As Brady Smith had a step, but like I say, the ball just hung in the air just a second to give the defender time to get back and get a hand on it. Third down and 11 for the Blue Devils. Jackson County lining on the ball. From the shotgun, Kennedy will look for and ask for the snap. Drops it, picked it back up, runs to his right, fires short and bopped in the air. Smith County, I think, picked it off. Pass was popped up in the air. Somebody got a hand on it. And Smith County comes down with it. Interception. Owls. Ball's at the Jackson County 29-yard line as the Blue Devils turn it over again. Asher Morris checks in for the Blue Devils. Long at quarterback will take the snap. Handoff running right. He's got the 30, 25, 20. Runs into Jackson County's Skylar Stacy, and down he goes, but gained down to the 20-yard line. That will be good enough for a 9-yard gain, making it second down and 1, maybe 1.5, but call it second and 1. Smith County from the shotgun. Long takes the handoff, or fakes the handoff and keeps it. He'll lose yardage on the play.
Max Long on the carry. Stop made by Joe Rowland.
Joe Rowland and Jacob Allen combined for a tackle for a loss on that. That'll bring up third down and 2. A little read option action there, and Jackson County played it very, very well. Smith County puts wideouts on either side, out of the shotgun with an H-backer blocking back in front of the ball carrier. Running to his right, he'll have first down yardage down near the 15.
Gibbs on the carry.
Gibbs was the ball carrier. Xavier Mitchell on the stop for Jackson County. Get to the 15-yard line, first and 10 Owls. Smith County leads currently 40-0 over Jackson County. They have the ball first and 10 at the Blue Devil 15. Now I'll send 2 wideouts to the top of the field, far side. Max Long at quarterback from the gun will take the snap, give right up the middle. Running back cuts to the left and will be hit after a short gain. Pick up of about 2 or 3, depending on where they put the ball down. But good pursuit by the Blue Devils. They stopped it at the initial point of attack, and then ball carrier bounced it to his left, able to pick up 2 or 3 yards there, make it second down and 7. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeps it. Going to lose yardage on that. Knifing in there for Jackson County at number 3, I believe, Gavin Clenard. That's another good play for Clenard. Loss on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 8. H-back moves over to the left side from the gun. Long will take the snap, drops straight back, looks out in the flat, and it's caught. Short gain on the play as he goes down at about the 10. That'll bring up 4th down and 5. And from the 10-yard line, Smith County, 4th and 5, maybe 6, looks like maybe just outside the 10 where they put it down. Call it 6 yards to go. 4th down and 6. Smith County not been the best in the world on extra points, so they elect to go for it on 4th down here inside the 20-yard line of Jackson County as the Owls. Max Long awaits the snap, rolls to his right, looking, firing to the end zone, overthrows everybody out of bounds, and Jackson County will take over and on downs. 1st and 10, Blue Devils deep in their own territory at about the 11-yard line. And we're back now. Jackson County, Waylon Kennedy takes a snap. Almost picked off there. His pass was incomplete.
Pass intended for Brady Smith, incomplete.
And they've tried that about 3 times. Now it's time to run pump and go on that one. I think defender jumped that just as soon as he saw it. That's a good sign that in a play or two you come back to that one, and if you've got time, pump fake and put it up and let Brady run under it. 2nd down and 10, Blue Devils. Waylon sends wing back in motion. Takes a snap, handoff. Jonas Gentry. Jonas tries to turn the corner, going to be hit in the backfield and dragged down. Gentry will lose a yard or 2.
Jonas Gentry on the carry, stop made by number 88, Spencer Estes.
Estes on the stop for the Owls. Third down and 11 and a half, 12 yards to go here for the Blue Devil offense. Kennedy from the gun. Draw play Gentry right up the middle. Jonas get to the 10-yard line and then be driven backward. Gentry fighting for yardage. And that's going to be the horn to end the 3rd quarter with 3 quarters in the book. Smith County 40, Jackson County 0. All right, 4th quarter underway. Jackson County will be kicking the ball to begin the 4th quarter as Jonah Gentry drops back in punt formation for the Blue Devils. Smith County sends back Hackett, and I'm not sure who the other deep man is for the Owls. He's got to turn sideways for me to read his number. Gentry standing in his end zone awaiting the snap. Here's the kick. Good kick. High spiraling kick. Will hit and roll toward the sidelines at the 40-yard line. About a 30-yard punt by Jonah Gentry. Pretty good kick. And Smith County will take over 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 40. 4th quarter just underway. Smith County on top 40-0 over Jackson County. Next week, Jackson County will be off. It's fall break for Jackson County schools. No game scheduled next Friday night, but the Friday after that, Jackson County will be home once again as we host Monterey High School. That's senior night. Jet sweep coming near side. Smith County maneuvers down inside the 30. That's going to be very close to a first down, and it is. First down yardage for the Owls, 1st and 10 Smith County. Again, that 2 weeks from tonight is senior night. Jackson County hosts Monterey, and then the final regular season game will be Jackson County on the road down in Nashville to face East Robertson High School for the last regular season football game of this year. So season's winding down. As from the shotgun, Max Long operating at quarterback. He's gone all the way so far in the second half for the Owls. Handoff running to his right. Jackson County comes up and runs the ball carrier out of bounds. Where he goes out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds by Scholar Stacy.
That was 18 on the carry, Gibbs. And he's going to pick up about 6 yards. 5.5. Somewhere along there. Second down. We'll call it 5. It's a very short 5 for the Owls. Again, Smith County in the shotgun. Max Long fires out in the flat, complete. Turns the corner. He's got the 20, the 15, and it will be rolled up out there by Jackson County's Gavin Clenard, but not until first down inside the 10. That'll be 1st and goal, I believe, or they get inside the 10, maybe on the 12 rather than the 8. 1st and 10. First and 10 Owls, clock at 9:16 as we count down through the 4th quarter of play. The Owls line up. Balance formation, Long fires out in the flat, complete. Hit immediately and driven down, but not until a 4 or 5 yard gain. That was Stacy. Stacy on the stop for Jackson County. Pick up of about 4 yards on the play. 5.
6.
Ball's on the 8 yard line now. Smith County can make a first down at the 2. Long from the shotgun will take the snap. Hands off to his tailback, runs it over the right side. Going to get down to about the 5. Gibbs will be knocked down. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 3.
And Maddox Wilson. 3rd down and 2.
Jackson County's Maddox Wilson on the stop for the Blue Devils. Again, Smith County running a balanced formation. They've got 2 tight ends, or a tight end and an H-back who functions as a tight end. Long fires into the end zone, too tall and out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down.
Pass intended for Preston, incomplete.
4th down and 3 yards to go for the Owls of Smith County. They lead the Blue Devils of Jackson County by the score of 40-0.
It'll be 4th down and 2 for Smith County.
And we've got timeout been called. Smith County, I think, be the team that calls timeout. If they do, is they decide what they want to do on 4th and 2. We'll be back following this timeout. So on the Jackson County 5 yard line, ball is dropped, and down goes the ball carrier. Ball was fumbled. Jackson County may even have come up with it. Really doesn't matter. 4th down, Blue Devils ball at that point either way, all the way back near the 10 yard line. So a loss of 5 will give Jackson County the ball 1st and 10. First and 10 Blue Devils. We'll see if they make any offensive changes, like maybe Skylar Stacy at quarterback and some of the youngsters coming in for Jackson County. I see number 10 in the game for the Blue Devils. That's Garrett Wiley. Garrett, I believe he's a freshman. Going to be a pretty good athlete. Looks like Stacy has taken over quarterback duties. Did they put Xavier Smith in at running back? I believe that's or Mitchell, rather, Xavier Mitchell at running back. Now we've got a whistle and infraction on the line of scrimmage, offside Smith County. So the Owls back up 5 yards.
Smith County.
Once again, you know,
First
you
down
got
and 5, Blue Devils.
basically Jackson County's got their first team linemen in, but other than that, all second line players, and not hard to do. Gonna have to keep some of the first line players just because of numbers. As Jackson County, Stacy will operate at quarterback. High snap. Skylar picks it up, comes near side, makes one man miss, and gets up across the 15-yard line and made positive yardage out of what looked like certain disaster as the snap came back high. But Skylar able to recover it, get ahead and gain about 4 yards on the play. Call it second down and 6 or 7 yards to go. Skylar Stacy, very quick, got good quick feet, and he can make some good things happen out of a broken play. He's a little quicker at quarterback. Stacy asks for, takes a snap, loses that one. That time he just falls on it. Don't know if he got on it or not. It's like maybe Smith County says they got it, and they do.
Play recovered by the Owls.
And that time looked like Skylar was just trying to roll out with it before he got it in his hands and didn't, because that looked like a pretty good snap that time. First one was a little high and hot, but that one looked like a pretty good snap. I think Skylar was just trying to, had a pass play call probably, and roll out, and he was trying to get out on the edge. And it's like catching a pass. You got to look it all the way in your hands and catch it, and that time he didn't do that. And Jackson County turns it over again. We've got 4 minutes left to go in the game, but Smith County has it. First down goal to go inside the 10-yard line of the Blue Devils. The Owls will drop back. Pass is picked off Jackson County, coming down the near sideline. Brady Smith, and Brady with the interception will get it up near the 24, 25-yard line. So a good return by Brady Smith. I thought it was deflected at the line of scrimmage. It wasn't deflected. It was intercepted as Jackson County's Brady Smith picked it off, makes a good return. Had one man to get around, he just couldn't quite do it, and still a good return. Gets Jackson County out of the shadow of their goal post and gives the offense another chance. Stacy drops back in the shotgun. Here's Xavier Mitchell on his left side. Wingback comes in motion. They'll hand it to C.J. Collier. Collier gets a block, turns the corner, and then is going to be blasted after he picks up about 3 yards on the jet sweep.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6.
Second down and 6 for the Blue Devils. Skylar Stacy from the shotgun. Asks for, takes a snap, drops straight back, fires out in the flat. It's complete. And his receiver will be dropped down at the 31-yard line. Picked up a couple. C.J. Collier on the reception. That'll bring up third down and about 4 for the Blue Devils. Jackson County, 2 wideouts either side. They're stacked on the near side, closest to the school. Far side's by the river. Fake the handoff on a read option. That's going to be Stacy. Stacy's got first down yardage, still on his feet as he gets across the 40 and out to the 45. Skylar Stacy picks up about 10 for Jackson County.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a
Little read option for the Jackson County offense, and Stacy converts that to a first down. 1st and 10 Blue Devils as they get close to midfield. Minute 34 left to play in this contest as Jackson County second unit players out there being directed by Skylar Stacy. As Stacy takes the high snap, lost that one, he fell on it, and gets his own fumble recovery. But we'll lose back to the 41, or just beyond the 40. Set it on the 41. That'll bring up 2nd down and 14. Clock under a minute to go, and you would expect 2, maybe 3 more plays, depending on how long it takes Jackson County to get the play in, get it called. Will they get 3 plays off or just 2? Stacy again drops it, picks this one up, moves across the 40 and going to take down near midfield before he's driven out of bounds over there on the far sideline. Good run for Jackson County. Got 20 seconds left to go. Blue Devils could possibly run one more time if they get lined up. And they're going to try to get one more play off. Stacy, whistles sound. I'm not sure what somebody moved or whatever.
Let it go. Just let it go.
False start on Jackson County. They'll back them up 5 yards.
Let it go.
They got 2 seconds to.
And you want to throw a stinking flag on us.
2 seconds and 7 ticks, and that's going to do it as the clock winds down. No time left, and Smith County will win this one by the score of 40-0. Again, the Blue Devils will be off next week as that's fall break for Jackson County school system. So remember that. You'll see kids where you don't expect them during school hours, and no school buses running. So be aware of that. But 2 weeks from tonight, Jackson County will be back home as we'll host Monterey High School. That's also senior night, final home game of each sports season is always designated to honor seniors. That'll be senior night at Jackson County. And then 2 weeks, the last regular season game will take place at East Robertson as we travel to Nashville for that one. Appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate the sponsors who make this broadcast possible. We couldn't do it without them. If you see them out and about on the street, in their place of business, in church, or wherever, and you appreciate high school sports on Jackson County's High School Sports Network, be sure and let those good folks know. Tom Anderson for Jackson County High School Sports saying good night from Jackson County High School.